Students, we're going to talk about your Inventor Profile Poster project. So let's go over the directions right now. Your assignment is to make an Inventor Profile poster focusing on an inventor who is either living or dead. You can pick somebody who's alive, that's fine. The chosen inventor has to have contributed something or some type of invention that has greatly affected or helped humanity. Your goal is to create a visually pleasing and informative inventor profile poster that teaches others about the contributions or inventions that the inventor made. So basically, you want to make a nice poster that teaches other students about this inventor and just a real quick snapshot of the inventor and what contributions they made to mankind. So pick an inventor from the list below. There's a list of inventors there. You can certainly pick somebody who is not on the list. That's fine. This list right here can be a starting point for your project. You will have certain guidelines that you need to follow. These details can also be found in the rubric. In order to get points on the project, you will need to use the rubric as a guideline as you make your inventor profile picture. For this assignment, you will be using Google Drawings. You will be working in groups of 2 to 3 students. You and your partners will have to work together to complete the project. So that means that you guys are going to have to come together and decide on an inventor, which also will mean that you'll have to look at some of these inventors and see what they're about, and then come to an agreement on who you want to focus on. And then you'll have a person who might be in charge of doing the layout of the Google Drawings, and then the other 2 people might be in charge of helping do research on the iPads that we have available. So, like, you might have a workstation that you're working on building it as your 2 other group members or your other group member has an iPad doing some research at one of the sites that I have listed. Now, here's your list of inventors that you can choose from. You certainly don't have to stick to that list. If you think of somebody different that would be neat to focus on, you certainly can do that. Like, you might want to focus on James Dyson, the guy who made the really awesome vacuum cleaner. That might be fun. You could pick something like that. Here are websites that'll help you do research. So let's take a look at Mashpedia. Mashpedia is great because you can go here, type in your inventor's name. So I'm going to type in Alexander Graham Bell, which we all know he's the guy who made the telephone. And you can kind of get some information on that. Let's see if we can choose a different guy here. I'm going to choose Joseph Lister. He helped discover oral surgery and the benefits of that. So if you do the right person on Mashpedia, you'll get these video clips that you can look at. So that's a great resource. You also have Britannica.com, which is an encyclopedia website. That is good information here. You also have something called RefSeek. You can use that as well. So I'll type in Alan Turing. He is a code breaker guy. There's a recent movie about him. He helped pioneer encryption and things like that. Then look at information on him using RefSeek. It's a good search engine to use for references. You certainly can also use Wikipedia, and I have linked right here. It's the Simple English Wikipedia. So if you're an ESOL student, this is sort of modified to help you all out, and this will help everybody else out too, because it's sort of geared more towards teens. Okay, so this is Wikipedia. Just know that when you're using Wikipedia, information with Wikipedia, because other people can edit Wikipedia, it doesn't necessarily mean the information is accurate. So if you find something on Wikipedia, it's always a good idea to check it against another source. So like if you find something on Wikipedia, you want to check Britannica and make sure it matches up, because somebody could have gotten onto Wikipedia and said that Donald Duck or Bugs Bunny or some cartoon character invented the airplane. So take everything you read on Wikipedia with a grain of salt. check it against another source. Okay, so those are some sources that you can use. Here is the rubric that you can use. So there's a couple of things here. You need to make sure that your file is named right. Okay, if you don't name your file right, you're going to lose some points. There also needs to be evidence that you and your partner work effectively together, the appropriate amount of work and thought into the assignment. Your picture needs to look nice, needs to have a variety of pictures. Okay, a lot of information here. You got to have 3 paragraphs of text, kind of giving us a snapshot of what the inventor did, what they contributed to society. Just know that your project can be run through a plagiarism checker after you turn it in. So if I catch you for plagiarizing your writing, if you need to have written everything in your own words, it needs to sound like your voice. I don't want cut and paste from Wikipedia, because if you cut and paste from Wikipedia, I'm going to know, because I'm going to run it through the plagiarism checker. Okay, so use your own words. Take what you read and rewrite it through your own voice. Okay, there's evidence that you use the graphics tool in Google Drawing. Here's a list of questions to consider when you're building your paragraphs, okay, and your information that you want to put on your poster. When was this person alive? Where was the person from? What did they contribute to society? How did they change the world for the better? Were they able to make, how were they able to make their invention? Did they make a discovery? Did they invent more than one thing? Did they discover something, or did they actually create something? What was their life like? Were they rich? Were they poor? Did they get rich from the invention? You know, some of these guys that invented things like Nikola Tesla, he actually died broke. He did not get any recognition for his contributions to mankind till after he died. So that's something to think about. Did they get recognized for their invention in their lifetime? Did anyone else invent the same thing near the same time as they did? Alexander Graham Bell and this other guy, they invented the telephone at almost the exact same time, which that's an interesting idea. Sometimes inventors are having a race to see who can invent something first, and maybe there's another person out there that almost got credit for inventing it first. So that's something else. Like if you talk about Alexander Graham Bell, you can mention the other guy as well. What new ideas did they come up with? Those are just some questions that you can use to kind of brainstorm and get your mind thinking about these different inventors. Okay, so those are the project directions. You can read those. Those will be in Google Classroom as well.